Today we are here for a few different reasons. First, we are here to honor two of Hazleton's very own, two men that acted heroically and with selfless action, earning them the Mayor's Life-Saving Award. Secondly, we are here to welcome 7 new members of the family. I am honored that each and every one of them, these fine men, have chosen to serve the city of Hazleton and to call it home. Some say Hazleton's finest, some say Hazleton bravest. I say we have them both. We all work together to make Hazleton a safer place. Okay. On May 2nd, 2017, Hazleton firefighter Nathanial Altmiller, while on a flight to Florida with his family, encountered a tense moment. An hour into the flight, an elderly female had a severe heart attack and went unresponsive with low pulse. Matt Cunniff, his wife, Rachel, and Sam tended to the patient, reviving her. The only medical equipment was an oxygen cylinder, a blood pressure cuff, and a stethoscope. Luckily, the patient had her own nitrogen, and the flight crew had aspirin, which was administered. Upon landing, the patient was awake, oriented, and answering questions. The patient was taken off the plane under the care of the Orlando Air Fire and Rescue. I'm very proud to present Hazleton firefighter Nathanial Altmiller. On May 20th, 2017, Detective Corporal Brian Schoonermaker was off duty with Nurse Danielle Ritz in the Wyoming Valley Mall located in Wilkes-Barre Township when they observed a male slumped over in the seated position near the center of the mall. Detective Schoonmaker and Nurse Danielle Ritz checked on the male and realized the man was in cardiac arrest. CPR was initiated. Bystanders contacted 911 and advised of the situation. Other bystanders were instructed to locate an automatic external defibrillator. Once located, Detective Schoonermaker connected the AED to the male, and the machine determined that a shock was required. A shock was administered, and CPR was continued until the male had regained a pulse and began breathing. Another nurse at the incident was Geisinger ER nurse Susan Billings. Paramedics and Wilkes-Barre Township police officers arrived, and the male was transported to a local hospital. The male is expected to make a full recovery. I'm very proud to present Hazleton Detective Corporal Brian Schoonermaker.
At this time, we'd like to have Hazleton Fire Chief Donna Lechko come up.
Good afternoon, everyone, and
Bigger stage.
bigger stage. I thank you all for being here. To Firefighter DJ Floyd, I welcome you to our family. You are going to be a great internal part of our family. And when I say family, the Hazleton Fire Department is truly that. We are truly one big family. This is even more special of a family today because DJ is a 3rd-generation firefighter that will be entering our beloved great group that we haul every day. His grandfather, John Floyd Jr., served 21 years as a firefighter in our department. His uncle, John Floyd III, will turn 20 years of service to our department this year, matter of fact, in 2 weeks. And his uncle Ronnie has just had 15 years of service in our department. And they continue every day in their service to our great city. And I'm so grateful and thankful and blessed that you're going to be part of our team. So I welcome you. To our 6 new police officers, I welcome you to our family, because truly the city is one entire family. We are one team. There was never an I in the team, and each and every day when we're out there protecting and serving the citizens, that we took an oath, and you will all take that oath today, to serve and protect. You got to remember one thing. We are here for each other. We are here for life safety. But most importantly, you are also here to make sure you go home at the end of each shift. There's family, there's friends that are depending on you. And that is why we're here as a family and as a team, to make sure you all go home after every shift. I congratulate you all, and thank you, and God bless you all. DJ, if you would come up.
Roll this back. Repeat after me. I, Donald J. Floyd,
I, Donald J. Floyd,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Pennsylvania
and the Constitution of the State of Pennsylvania
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will take this obligation freely
that I will take this obligation freely
without any mental reservations
without any mental reservations
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties of firefighter
discharge the duties of firefighter
for the City of Hazleton.
for the City of Hazleton.
I will serve to the best of my abilities,
I will serve to the best of my abilities,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Okay. There we go. Okay.
At this time, I'd like to call Father Evanko to come back up.
It's one of my favorites. Father's been everything that's been special to me in my whole life. So I'm proud to swear him in as the Hazleton chaplain for the entire city. Repeat after me. I, Father Joseph Evanko,
I, Father Joseph Evanko,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
and diligently
and diligently
perform the duties
perform the duties
of chaplain
of chaplain
for the City of Hazleton.
for the City of Hazleton.
I promise to provide
I promise to provide
ministry
ministry
to all members of the city,
to all members of the city,
as well as to all the citizens.
as well as to all the citizens.
I acknowledge
I acknowledge
those appointed in a position
those appointed in a position
of authority within the City of Hazleton,
of authority within the City of Hazleton.
and will serve them loyally.
I will serve them loyally.
I will strive to set explanatory standards
I will strive to set explanatory standards
of ethical and moral conduct,
of ethical and moral conduct.
be more supportive
Be more supportive.
of the members with whom I serve,
Be more supportive of the members of whom I serve.
and will subject myself to their authority.
And will subject myself to their authority.
I accept these responsibilities
I accept these responsibilities
willingly
willingly
and without reservation.
and without reservation.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Watch this one. There we go. Aha. Now we go. Yeah, now we go. Please.
I can't reach that.
Don't worry, buddy. There we go. Now back to live action.
Okay, we're on. At this time, we'd like to have Chief Jerry Spezial come up, please.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. I want to just take a minute to welcome everyone on this very special day, not only in your lives, but in the lives of all the good, decent, and hardworking people of the City of Hazleton. Today truly is a day of hope and of celebration. I am profoundly grateful for the opportunity to share this special day with each of you and your families. I've dedicated my entire life to public service, and I can tell you that no other profession allows you to so positively impact the lives of ordinary people in so many ways than that of law enforcement. The things that make this country great, the things that make our nation unique and special, are everything you represent: honesty, integrity, and the rule of law. It is because of individuals like you and your commitment to public service that we all get to enjoy the freedoms and liberties so essential to our everyday lives and that are all too often still taken for granted. I often tell people that policing is much like the sunrise and the sunset. Except for a few times a year when we're on vacation or on a beach somewhere, we never really notice them. Yet they are with us every day, giving us the warmth and light we need to go about our lives as we do. So too are police officers with us every day, keeping us safe, protecting and serving and sacrificing their lives so that we can go about ours. Like the sunrise and the sunset, we often never notice them until we need them, but they are always with us. I'm honored that Mayor Cusat has given me the opportunity to return, to lead, and be part of something very special, something that each of you are now a part of too. I've traveled and worked all across this great country of ours, in many departments and many capacities. And one thing that rings true, there is no place in my 37-year career where I've ever had the honor to lead such a talented group of individuals that are truly dedicated to the welfare of the citizens, such as the men and women of Hazleton's finest. So I want to also congratulate our new firefighter. This is truly a team effort, as the chief spoke about. We work together, we look out for each other. This is something that I welcome you, and I wish you the very best in your future endeavors. I want to congratulate each and every one of you and your families and friends. It is my distinct honor to not only serve with you, but to serve beside you. So welcome aboard, and God bless you.
You want to do individuals, or do you want me to call them up? Call them up. At this time, we'd like to have Nicholas Davey come up, please.
Repeat after me. I, Nicholas Davey,
I, Nicholas Davey,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Pennsylvania
and the Constitution of the State of Pennsylvania
against all enemies,
against all
foreign and domestic.
enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I take this obligation freely,
That I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties of police officer
discharge the duties of police officer
for the City of Hazleton.
for the City of Hazleton.
I will serve to the best of my abilities,
I will serve to the best of my abilities,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
At this time, would Christopher Canardi please come up?
Repeat after me. I, Christopher Canardi,
I, Christopher Canardi,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Pennsylvania
and the Constitution of the State of Pennsylvania
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic.
foreign and domestic,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of police officer
of police officer
for the city of
for the
Hazleton.
city of Hazleton.
I will serve to the best of my ability,
I will serve to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Pennsylvania
and the Constitution of the State of Pennsylvania
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservations
without any mental reservations
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will faithfully
and I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties of police officer
discharge the duties of police officer
for the city of Hazleton.
for the city of Hazleton.
I will serve to the best of my ability,
I will serve to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I, Kenneth Crawford,
I, Kenneth Crawford,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Pennsylvania
and the Constitution of the State of Pennsylvania
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservations
without any mental reservations
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties of police officer
discharge the duties of police officer
for the city of Hazleton.
for the city of Hazleton.
I will serve to the best of my ability,
I will serve to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Repeat after me. I, Zachary Molinaro,
I, Zachary Molinaro,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Pennsylvania
and the Constitution of the United Pennsylvania
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will faithfully
and I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duty of police officer
discharge the duty of police officer
for the city of Hazleton.
for the city of Hazleton.
I will serve to the best of my ability,
I will serve to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I, Michael George,
I, Michael George,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Pennsylvania
and the Constitution of the State of Pennsylvania
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservations
without any mental reservations
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of invasion,
and that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duty of police officer
discharge the duty of police officer
for the city of Hazleton.
for the city of Hazleton.
I will serve to the best of my ability,
I will serve to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.